a happier note, there was a big swap shop.
Yes.
Yes, this is a phone call I'm a big fan of. The swap shop phony phone call series continues with Sal and Richard putting this together. And I have to say, this is a very strong phony phone call.
Yes?
Yes, a lot of ball busting in this one.
Yes, of course.
Yes, swap shop. So, in your honor, with your new sisters and in honor of your father playing I love that he immediately saw this as a sign from God. You know, that he.
How could his infidelity be a sign?
It's a
from
miracle. It's a miracle. I can't even believe what I'm hearing.
Amazing.
Richard and Sal love to prank Tradio and swap and shop programs across the country. They spring into action whenever they find a host who they seem like is a easy target. Now, this particular swap shop, Robin, this host had a very strict and confusing rule about calling into his show.
Okay.
In fact, I might say, Sal, he seemed kind of angry even before you called in.
Yeah.
And when he started in with these rules, I guess you guys sprung into action.
Oh, my God. It was just like throwing us a softball.
So you guys listen to this as soon as you hear a guy busting balls. Like the host was being a little bit like...
Taking Tradio a little too seriously?
Yeah, like if I was the host of Swap and Shop, I'd be happy anybody called in. He's like, you can call in twice, but if you call in a third time, listen to this. Here he is setting up the rules, and then we'll continue.
Alrighty, folks, good morning. It's the AM edition of Swap Shop. Alright, folks, we're going to go through the super subset of rules. Here they are. If you give me your 3 items, you're done. If you only give me 2, I'll let you call back and add your 3rd item. We'll make it quick, make it snappy. I'm not going to be a jerk about it. We're not going to have someone call me, offer up 1 item, and then call me back, say, hey, I've got a 2nd item, and then call me back and say I have a 3rd item, and spreading it out so that someone can hear their phone number throughout the entire show. I mean, to me, it's common sense, it would seem like, but you got to leave no stone unturned.
I mean, listen to this guy. You would think that this guy, is broadcasting to billions of people. As far as I can tell, he's on the internet.
And handling billions of phone calls.
And he produced the call for us. He told us exactly not what to do.
Right.
You know,
as soon as someone tells you what not to do, you guys start doing it.
Piece of cake.
All right. So, of course, Richard and Sal immediately start calling in to bust this guy's balls because he really is arrogant. I mean, hey, listen, man, I'm going to do this as a courtesy. Yeah. I don't want you calling in the whole show with different items. You can call in with up 1 call, 3 items. If you happen to call in with 2 and you forgot one of your items, I'll allow that. But I mean, listen to this guy. Anyway, so Richard and Sal then start calling in. Here's first, Richard.
Good morning. You're on Swap Shop.
I just caught the tail end of the beginning of the show. Did you say we have to call 3 times or?
No. Okay. You can give up to 3 items. All right. But you only get 1 phone call per show unless you if you give me 2 items now and think of another one, I'll let you call me back and give me a 3rd. I'll just add it to the list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't want us calling more than once, though.
No. Do you have it? Tell you what, buddy, do you got anything you want to offer up today? Let's get through this.
I have a washer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so do I give the other item or do I call back?
Buddy, give me up to 3 items right now. That's all I got to do.
But what if I just have 2, though?
Then you give me 2.
Oh, okay. Oh.
All right. That's enough of that.
Okay, it gets better. That was like ball busting. It was great. But then why leave it alone? Not to be outdone, Sal calls in. He was confused by the rules, too.
Let's jump into the phones again. Good morning. You're on Swap Shop.
I'm selling a Toro Lawnmower 1986.
All righty.
Okay, so now I could sell a 2nd item. Is that correct?
Look, all right.
That'll be 2 items now. Now, is that considered 1 phone call for 1 item?
What the heck is everybody's deal? This is not that complicated, everyone. Listen up. We are doing 1 phone call per show. As a courtesy, if you give me a 2nd, if you give me 2 items, and think of a 3rd one later in the show, I will let you give me a call back and give me a 3rd item. As a courtesy. But then you're done. Goodness. I'm telling you, man, some people need to get a life. We're going to take a break. All right? We're going to calm down. We're going to hit the reset button when we get back. We're going to jump into the mailbag and more of your phone calls. Let's clean it up today, folks. What is happening? My goodness, mailbag when we get back.
I like this guy. I'm nice enough to listen to him. He's yelling at me like he's a school teacher. What kind of host is that? Where's the fun in this? Guy's like yelling and chastising
He's
the audience.
upset that you want your phone number on throughout the show.
Well, guess what happened next after that tirade? Richard called back even more confused.
Good morning. You're on Swap Shop.
You let that other guy call in 3 items the first time.
I didn't know such thing. What item do you have?
A Westinghouse washer I told you about for 30.
Okay, washer for 30. What else do you have?
I have a weed eater, but I was going to call back about that.
You don't have to do that. I don't get how you're not understanding this, man. Like, what's going on here?
I'm confused. I'm sorry.
Okay, how much do you want for a weed eater? How much do you want for it?
Oh, can I call you back and tell you?
No, you're on it right now.
Oh.
Dude, get a life, man. Come on. Oh my, what is happening? As a courtesy, man, I offered this up. Do you people really have that little going on? But what happened with him waking up this morning? Like, what the heck?
What is with this guy? He's a buzzkill.
Totally.
Just be happy someone's calling in. Let him call 50 times.
We're the only ones calling.
I know. Who else was calling in?
He's yelling at us.
Yeah. Sal called back. This is great. Now Sal calls back again, confused about the rules for the mailbag. That's like people can email their items, and now Sal wants to know the rules for email.
Alrighty, folks, let's jump back into those phone lines again. Good morning. You're on Swap Shop.
Well, I want to ask you, as far as the mailbag's concerned, is that the same thing as calling in an item? I mean, can you send 3 items on one mailbag or one item per call times 6?
Buddy, listen, man. The rules exist as I have described them.
So I can do...
Do you have anything you are going to offer up right now? Look,
first call I make, I get 1 call with 2 items, and then on a third courtesy call, I can add additional 3 items. So that's about 9 items on 3 calls.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to be kidding me. Don't be an idiot. Come on now. Come on. We can't have that going over the air. Or you know what you can do? Why don't you come down and host the show then, if you care so much about how it goes?
Well, that was a mistake. He goes, you can come down and host the show. So, of course, since the host offered Richard and Sal a hosting gig, they called back to take him up on the offer.
Good morning. You're on Swap Shop.
You just said we can host the show. So.
Yeah, we'll see, buddy. Hey, what do you got for me, man?
Welcome to the Swap Shop with your new hosts, Richard and Sal.
Where there are no rules.
Do we got a problem here, man? Like, what's your deal?
Call as many times as you want with as many items as you want.
You're about 8 seconds from being done.
It's a free-for-all here on Swap Shop.
You can't fix stupid. You really can't. All right, so, and you can't drag yourself down to their level. And there are some people that just, I don't even know what goes through some people's heads.
Wow, you guys ended the show. Yeah. Wow. There are less rules in the Bible than on that show. Man, what a home run. You really fucking irritated that guy.
Well, we actually did that, Cole Howard, when we were looking for swap shops to promote your book. Right. And then this guy happened to say those rules, and Richard and I looked at each other and said, hey, why don't we do this in the interim?
Yeah, time to go away from the book. And
for a second.
Yeah, for a second. Yeah, not more than a second.